Hey, what's up, guys? It's MJ, and I got another video today. This one's going to be capitalizing off of map awareness. And what I really want to get the point across in this video is that there's map awareness, and then there's also a second part to this that will help you win games. It's map awareness and repositioning, and they kind of go hand in hand together, because with map awareness, you want to keep tabs on enemy tanks and also allied tanks, but you also want to reposition based off of that knowledge. So the first game I have is an STB1 game, and we're on Canal, and right now I'm kind of staying back right now just because E50 is spotted along with the Progetto 65, so I'm just going to stay here just because I don't know if the entire team's over here. We're going to get a nice snapshot into the E50 turret, but I'm still staying around. But right now I'm keeping tabs on both my allies and my enemies. So right now, my allies, they're all clumping up right here. So, and then we're gonna get bounced on the T92, unfortunately, but right now I'm keeping tabs on the enemy more than I am my allies, just because I need to know where these enemies are, just so that I can make an effective push or effective reposition if I want to. So Progetto 65 and T92 are gonna push up hella aggressive, and E50 is gonna push across, but we're gonna get a shot into him, and then E50 is actually gonna get cleared here. But right now, I spotted the mouse and 4005, so right now this is the repositioning that wins me the game. So I'm gonna just push across, we're gonna get it clear, but it's this reposition right here that changes this game from a 50-50 into an almost absolute win. And right here, the enemy team, they can't do much to me, just because in order for them to reach me, they need to push across my allies, and they would bleed like crazy to get me. So right now I'm just putting in effective shots, and right now the tank that I'm worried about the most is the 4005 and the STB. STB because he's the only tank that can really go after me without getting hit by my teammates. So right now I'm just focusing on him, I'm keeping tabs on him just so that I don't get bled by him, but I'm keeping my head on a swivel, and I'm starting to put shots into this mouse so that he stops pushing my teammates. But about right now I'm going to switch my focus from the mouse to the 4005, just because I want to go after the tank with less HP but the deadlier gun. So I'm just going to start bleeding the 4005, and you're just seeing this position with a tank like the STB, or any hold down tank for that matter, is really effective, just because the enemy can't reach me, and as you're going to see with this 4005, he's going to try to go after me, but then my team finishes him off because the effective line of fire of my team, the 4005 got in the way of it. So right now, STB's going to go after me, but I'm going to get the clear on him, and right now I'm going to take one shot into the Hovry just because I saw that he fired. I'm going to load up the heat, and I'm not going to repoke that Hovry just because I know that his pen is insane, and I just don't want to poke that again, just because even in an STB where the turret's strong, it's really a struggle to not get penned by a Hovry. So yeah, that game really just highlighted how I used my map awareness to reposition myself effectively based on my allies and my enemies' like whereabouts, and just because of that one reposition, I was able to farm off 5.5k damage and also get a first class. And right now we're going to go into the second game. Alright, so we're loading into the second game, and second game's going to be Batchat, and by no means is this an amazing game, but it just really highlights how important repositioning is, especially in a tank like the Batchat, just because in a tank like the Batchat, you don't have a lot of armor, but you also don't have gun depression, so it almost like a Leo PTA, where you kind of have to work around your lack of gun depression and also armor in order to get effective shots off, and also just effective farming. So I'm not going to take a shot at that chieftain, but I am going to take a shot at the 121. Unfortunately, we bounced, kind of a troll bounce, but right now I got effective intel on where their team is. I got a Foch 121 and a chieftain that are all on this side, but I also have TD support. So right now I'm thinking of bailing, but I'm gonna actually change my mind, because I don't want the enemy to clear these 2 DDs without getting bled a lot. So right now I'm thinking of going, but then I'm going to spot the 1-2-1, and he's tunnel visioning the 111 GFT. So I'm just going to put in an entire clip into him, and he's not going to even bother with me. And right here, that's the reposition that really like won the flank on this side, is that I stayed here, but just repositioned to a place where the 1-2-1 and the Foch and Chieftain wouldn't see me coming. And right here, we're going to get 2 clears. We're going to get the 1-2-1 and the Foch. And right there, I bled 1 shot against the 1-2-1, but it was entirely worth it because I got 2 clears for basically almost 400 damage. So right now I'm just going to go after the Chieftain because I also have the help of a Waffle. So I'm going to aim for a track shot. I miss it, unfortunately, but he's going to go after the Waffle, which is perfect for me because I'm not going to bleed anymore, but I'm also going to have to get a clip into him. So right now, just that one play of just repositioning on a flank and not being super like aggressive or super obvious with my repositioning won us the flank, and because of that, our team's not going to have to worry about tanks shooting them from the rear. So right now I'm just going to drop into D just because I want to get shots off of this T92 and IS-7 just because they're the isolated targets, and I don't feel like dealing with the E75, who I'm going to have to take a long route to get to. So I'm just going to put 1 shot on the IS-7 and 1 shot into the T92. And this IS-7, I'm going to see that he diverts his attention, so I'm going to start going even though I'm still on a reload. I'm going to try to get a shot on the T92, but he's going to get taken out. But as far as the rest of this game goes, it's really just me farming the E75, so it's not that interesting. But in general, like this game, it wasn't a massive game as far as damage. As you can see, I only did 3.5k at the beginning, and right now I'm just going to farm. But because of that one reposition to a spot where I can put the 1-2-1 and the Foch into effective crossfire when they YOLO'd my TDs, it won us the game. And I really just want to highlight just how important repositioning is for winning games, just because as long as you remain not like super obvious in your repositioning or just your movements, you can like basically take entire flanks in like even 3v1s or 2v1s. It's really effective, and I just hope this video helped you in general, just because I just want to help all you Blitz players out just with in general. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed.